What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Scriptly Adapted. We are bringing you the saga of the Duttons. We brought you 1883, and now we finished the first season of 1923. This series, again, listen, your boy Taylor Sheridan he's got the green light for whatever your boy wants to do. Cranking them out. This one, Harrison Ford, Helen Mirren, great actors who are, top notch that you can get for a show.
Award winners.
And the award winners, and they delivered. I enjoyed this first season. How about you?
More so than Tim McGraw and Faith Hill.
Well, no, Tim McGraw was solid.
Tim McGraw was great.
Tim McGraw was
I
really
retract
solid.
that statement.
Faith was
mediocre, but anyway. No, 1923 was good. The beginning, I started it, was very confused. Didn't know the family relations. I didn't know what was going on. Elsa's melodramatic narrating was confusing as hell. Yeah. But then you have to stick with it. And once you see the juxtaposition of Spencer's journey to get back to his family, Spencer's the youngest of Faith Hill and Tim McGraw's character.
Yes.
From 1883.
Mm-hmm.
You don't see him in 1883 because he was born later on once they settled in Montana. And it's really the story about how the new generation is trying to preserve and save their land. And Harrison Ford plays, what I loved though about what they did was he plays their uncle. What I loved about what Taylor Sheridan did was it wasn't just like one of those boring like direct lineages. I liked that he introduced a different family member of the Dutton family. Right. Like it kept it a little bit less hokey, if you will.
If I didn't Google the family lineage, I would have never known who anybody. I would have never known Jacob Dutton, who's played by Harrison Ford, is the brother of Tim McGraw's character, which was, what was his name? James Dutton. I would have never known that. I would have never known that their sister is the woman who was with them in 1883 that went with them on this journey. I didn't know that was their sister. So
I didn't either. I thought it was Faith Hill's
nothing.
sister. I'm still confused about
that stuff was not clear.
No.
So I found the cheat code on Google and found the listen, man.
Family tree for dummies.
Yo, you type in. It's just still amazing. You type in anything in Google and it just pops up. I just typed in family tree of the Duttons, and Dutton's stuff came up.
Dutton stuff.
Listen.
Okay.
1923, they are coming out with another season, which they should, because the way this season ended, you definitely have to.
Absolutely.
It's not even near done.
No.
But great performances, man.
Listen,
maybe for me it was like episode 4.
Tiana Rainwater starts beating.
Yeah, man. Played by Amina Nieves, who's very good in this.
She was brilliant, and if she beat that nun up one more time, I was just like, wow, like it's just gonna get more intense, like. Yeah. She keeps beating these nuns up. But they
the
deserve
nuns,
it.
Yo, those nuns and priests were gangsters in this movie. This show, man. They were
not the good kind.
Not the good kind.
They took Native American women, young girls, and brought them to these reform schools to try to get them to acclimate to the Western American culture, and took them away from their families and beat them, and it was just awful. It was basically, obviously, another form or version of slavery. It was terrible. And that's true. That's based on true occurrences. And so Tiana Rainwater's character, she fought back.
She did. She fought back.
She escaped.
And she killed a couple people in the meantime. And listen, she was straight up not having it anymore.
Nope. Sister Mary died.
Sister Mary. Sister Mary is no more. But I will say, what I also really enjoyed is that you also did see the coming of a new age, the advancements that was happening. Right? There's an episode where there are cars parked in the spots that you would normally just, put your horse. You park your horse. And Harrison Ford's character, Jacob Dutton,
was
like,
so mad.
Where the hell's my parking spot? And the guy is like, well,
for his horse.
The car's got the parking spot. So it was just a slow, and this is 1923, mind you. So it's just a very interesting look at how it was sort of progressing, and they were just kind of stubborn with meeting up with the times.
Finally, we find out. It took us 3 episodes to figure out that John, who was the little boy in 1883, Elsa's younger brother, is still alive, in fact, and has a son and is married. And when he dies, spoiler, it's 2 years. You guys should have been up
Exactly. Y'all should have been.
When he finally dies, his wife goes and buries him, and you see crosses for James, Margaret, and Elsa from 1883, and so the plot and the land is really in their family, and it's something that they have to maintain and take care of. It's a very good series. Now I think we have seen enough where I think Yellowstone will make sense.
Well, now listen, Timothy Dalton, who's the antagonist in this show, he's playing Donald Whitfield. He's the man trying to take all that land. He wants all of Yellowstone. All of it. He wants it all. His character, all of it. He's not leaving one piece of land behind. He's taking all the other people's property somehow, and now he's after the Duttons, and that's kind of where the season leaves off.
They are still waiting for Spencer to make his way home. Poor Spencer, man. Can we talk about his journey?
My boy is traveling from Africa, the motherland, back to America, and it's taken forever.
He finds this woman, and they fall in love, and their chemistry is great. I love it. They're played by...
Well, that's
Spencer's played by Brandon Sklenar, and Alexandra is played by Julia Schlaffer. Whatever. But anyway, the point is their chemistry is undeniable. But they get married, right? So they're on this ship. They finally, after a shipwreck and everything, finally make it on the ship, taking them to England. And from England, they will then book passage again to America. Okay? So they're on this ship, and I honestly think this was like one of those scenes like in House of Cards when Kevin Spacey pushes a girl from a train. Like that kind of thing where you have to pause it and rewind that because your brain did not quite process that.
Yeah.
They have a duel, and because Alexander's old fiance happens to be on the same ship, so he's pissed. So he comes and challenges Spencer to a duel, and so they're on the deck of the boat and they're dueling because in 1923 you don't.
That's what the men did. We dueled to the death. But duels were illegal at that point.
Thank you for that.
The people should know.
While making history. Anyway, so he does right by him and just ends the fight. But Arthur, ex-fiance, charges him, and Spencer's not gonna let that happen. But I don't even think he literally meant to I think it was the adrenaline. My homeboy threw him over the boat.
My man just tossed him.
He threw him overboard.
There's no limit.
I was like, So now they've been separated, and now they have to wind up getting to Montana by themselves without each other. And so I'm interested to see how the story progresses.
Listen, y'all. 1923 on Paramount Plus. Give it a watch. It's the first season, 8 episodes, about 45 to 50 minutes per episode watch. Definitely give it a try.
It was very good.
If you watched 1883, definitely watch 1923 because why not?
All makes
it's just
sense.
a story that continues.
Yes.
Yeah. And
check it out.
Check it out.
Paramount Plus.
Paramount Plus, y'all. 1923.